Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Karkadash, the bonds of the apostles, the bonds of the elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught us his truth. Much respect to you brothers out there just preaching his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth. Tabernacle David, hopeful elect, and Sparkle Bird, I want to say shalom. So I'm going to get right into it, man. You know, dudes out there that's half-stepping, that's just in emotions, you better check your spirit, because this ain't of the truth, man. This truth ain't for you if you just half-stepping, if you just going through the motions. If you've been in this truth for 2+ years, all right, because I'm doing this lesson because it's on my spirit, and I saw another brother's lesson, I believe is Zebulon Warrior. That may be one of his pages, but I saw a video that he did. You know, and it was the spirit, because another brother did a very, very similar video that he did. But pretty much, you know, you've been in this truth 2+ years, and you got to know how to push the rock. You better know how to push the rock. You should know how to push this word, to push this truth. All right. So if you don't, hey, you better check your spirit, man. You check your spirit. Because every dude got a camera. Well, I should say phone. You got a camera on your phone. All right. You got a camera on your phone. You got a YouTube account. You know these scriptures. So what you waiting for, man? You waiting for Yahushua coming back? Those that are truly waiting for Yahushua to come back, it's pushing this word, pushing this rock. Okay? They're not making excuses. They're going out there. Hey, if you got to go out there to the highways and byways by yourself, you just got to do it, man. The time is now to push this word. Once again, you've been in this truth 2+ years. You should know how to push this word. You got a phone. You got a YouTube account. Push this word, man. Upload the video, man. Videotape yourself. Upload the video, or learn some apps, man. All right. You got many apps out there. You know, you got if you got iPhone Minicam. You got Streamlabs if you want to do it like that. All right. You download YouTube Studio that will help you out. You know, say you mess up with the title of your video. You go in the YouTube Studio, you download that app. You got the title right. All right. You want a thumbnail for your video? YouTube Studio. All right. That can also help you with your comments. But hey, it's the most important thing, man, is to push this word. And Thawadi Yahushua for pouring out their spirit, first and foremost, into apostles and elders and brothers on down, you know, to show us how to push this word, you know, because they're not out there making any excuses, man. You ain't sick. You ain't hurting. You know, you in good health. And these dudes out here are making all types of excuses while they're not pushing the word, man. There's a dude that came up to the camp. I had got his number, and I asked him, like, hey, you pushing the word, you pushing the rock. You ain't got to be with us, but hey, at least are you making videos? You pushing his word. And every time these dudes out here make all types of excuses of why they not doing it. You know, dudes may get a dream. Dudes, you know, they think that they made it, man. You ain't made it. You give your body as a living sacrifice. You make time for what you make time for, man. It's like you make time for what you want to make time for. All right. You see, hey, matter of fact, let me get this, man. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye the kingdom of power and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So your first love, your meat, is to do the will of the Father, man. Is to do the will of Yahweh, and that's to push his word, man. Not half-stepping. And then, you know, you want the money, the fame, women, whatever, man. The Lord's going to add that unto you, man. You want your bread and water to be sure in the time of Jacob's trouble. You want protection. You seek the kingdom first. But your actions are showing that you don't want the kingdom, man. You know, Matter of fact, let's get this. This is a Revelation 13 and 15, because how these dudes are acting. Once again, you've been in truth 2+ years. Like, what you doing, man? The time is now to push this word. So, hey, you better check your spirit, man. It's Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou wert cold or hot. All right, pick a side, man. Don't be in between. Man, this came up and that came up. Hey, you make time for what you want to do. Hey, you can do a 10-minute video, man. Go in your car, on your break. You know, if you have a house downstairs, outside, do a walk and talk. Something, man. But you know, dudes make all types of excuses why they didn't do it. The water YASHAMIAHLA. I'm kind of going a little side note. I had a good father growing up, and my father would tell me and my brothers to do something, and there's times where he will sit back and see if we're going to do it. All right. So sometimes we would do it, and us being young children, a lot of times we wouldn't. Okay. And this is what YASHAMIAHLA is doing with us. Hey, he's sitting back. Hey, who's doing the work? All right, because if another brother had to get on you, like, hey, brother, why ain't you pushing this rock? All right, that's hey, take that as a warning from the Lord. Like, hey, you better do what I told you to do, man. As my father would do. My father would sit back and see if we would do what he told us to do. And when we didn't do it, he would come to us and say, hey, I was just seeing if y'all was going to do it or not. I ain't getting on you because I was just seeing if you're going to do it or not. So if another brother had to keep on getting on you to do a lesson, to push this rock, hey, you not in the truth for real. You hard-headed. You stiff-necked. Making all types of excuses why you're not doing it, man. Hey, this truth may not be for you. All right, so pick a side. You either hot or cold, man. Let's keep on reading on that. So then, because thou art lukewarm, you in between. Like, man, I'm in the truth. Nah, you're not really in the truth. You lukewarm. You're not hot for this truth. And neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So everything's going to be revealed. You're going to be spewed out of the Lord's mouth. All right? Meaning you're going to be destroyed for half-stepping. You half-stepping, lollygagging in this truth. You are going to be destroyed. It's in Sirach 37 and verse 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. And that goes to some of these false prophets out here. At one point in time, they were speaking wisdom, but the Lord had to set in his movie to be bugged out. They're unprofitable unto themselves. And you got dudes out there, keyboard lights. All they are is just, they may be just doing lessons, but they're not out there on the highways and byways pushing his word. You're not really in the truth if you just if you're just sitting down at home. The word says preach the word in season, out of season, on the highways and byways. You're breaking the commandment, so you being unprofitable to yourself. I remember it was a couple of dudes that when I first came into the truth. They just want to pass out flyers. They just want to be indoor prophets, man. You being unprofitable to yourself, and I will marvel at the scriptures that they will bring out. But then the spirit would be on me like, why ain't you out here doing the work, man? How is it that I'm a younger brother in this truth and I can see it? Well, the Lord has it set in this movie that they lukewarm. They're not about this truth. So I'm doing this lesson, man. Hey, if you're a younger brother in this truth, man, hey, stop making excuses, man. Stop making excuses and push the word. Once again, you make time for what you want to make time for. You got off days. You got a break at work. afterward. Choose what time that you want to do it, man. All right? You got to learn how to work on the spirit. When the Lord put the spirit upon you to do a lesson, you got to move on it. Or the Lord's going to, the Lord going to give the spirit unto another brother, man, to do that lesson that he put on your spirit to do. And you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have jumped on that, man. If the spirit's truly on you, you're going to realize, hey, I got to take advantage of the spirit. You know, because the spirit is like the wind. The wind starts blowing and then it stops. Hey, you gotta use that momentum when the wind is blowing. All right. This is Proverbs 24:13. My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Why? Because hey, you eating the honey, you eating the whole road. All right, you go out there and preach his word. You're not making any excuses, man. You got this knowledge. The Lord gave you this knowledge. It was sweet. It was good unto you. And of course, it's going to be bitter, you know, because you realize, you know, this walk ain't always easy. It's going to have some bumps and bruises. You got to deal with scoffers. You got to deal with your family members and people calling you names, people looking at you crazy. But hey, that's all good because it says thy expectations shall not be cut off. All right, so you making full proof of YASHAMIAHLA's ministry. Your expectations are not to be cut off. You're gonna get the kingdom. You're gonna be the first fruits of the kingdom. You're gonna get that crown, you know. But hey, you know, with your actions, if you're not making full proof of thy ministry, you're gonna be cut off, man. Job 28 and 28. Unto a man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord YASHAMIAHLA, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. You see that? The fear of the Lord is wisdom. And when you have true fear of the Lord, once again, whether you by yourself or with a group, you're going to go out there and preach his word. You're going to go out there and do your lessons, man. You know? And dudes out here making all types of excuses. Hey, that shows that you ain't got a fear of the Lord. Hey, you better check your spirit, man. Yeah. I think I said this earlier. John 4:34. Yahushua said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. You see that? And we come in the same light as Yahushua. And that's to do the will of the Father, man. Once again, make full proof of the ministry. Hey, we go out there to highways and byways and you sit down. And when the Spirit's on you, hey, you truly love this, man. You truly love this. You want to push the word. You want to edify your people. You don't want to lollygag. Hey, if that Spirit's on you, hey, and if you are the hopeful elect, you're going to check yourself and realize, all right, brother, I'm going to take the wisdom that you speaking, and I'm going to correct myself. I'm going to actually go out there and do it. All right. But hey, the people has been warned. Dudes out there been warned. If you don't want to take heed, you will be destroyed. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna get this. This is, I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures. I'm gonna close out. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 37 and verse 22. Another is wise to himself, and the fruits of understanding are commendable in his mouth. You see that? Because as I read earlier, there's one that teaches many, but is unprofitable unto himself. All right, there's one that is wise to himself. All right. How's that? He's out there on the highways and byways preaching his word, doing his lessons, not making any excuses. Hey, he's pushing the rock. A wise man instructeth his people. You see, you're supposed to instruct your people. How you do that? All right, by using the unicorn. All right, the internet. You out here instructing your people. You out there on the chief place of concourse preaching his word. Once again, whether it's by yourself or with a group, hey, don't make no excuses. Just go out there and do it. That's what I had to do. You know, it's not to put myself on a pedestal, but, you know, when I first started, you know, it's out there by myself. You know, and I'm over here like, man, Lord, it's you know. At first, you know, you kind of, you know, in the flesh, second guessing yourself. But, hey, you realize the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. And this is a beautiful gift, and not to take advantage of it. So if the Lord bestow upon you this wisdom, and you're going to push it, man. The Lord didn't give you the spirit of fear. So, you know, you take a deep breath. You know, that's what I had to do, and just, hey, go out there and push it. And I started loving it, man. I started loving it and looking forward to camp. Looking forward to edify our people, man. And that's how you know that you truly in this wisdom, man. Truly in this truth. So, like, let me go back to it. Verse 23, a wise man instructing his people, and the fruits of his understanding faileth not. You see that? Because the wisdom that we have is not going to fail us, man. It's going to keep us. It's going to keep us. It's going to keep us driven, man. Because you have the true fear of the Lord. And this wisdom knowledge is going to be the stability of your times, man. To come. When Jacob's trouble pops off, you're going to realize, all right, I did everything that I was supposed to do. And leave nothing under the table. So Lord willing, the Lord sees my works and sees my faith and delivers me. All right. A wise man shall be filled with blessings. You see, the Lord's going to bless us. Make your bread and water sure in the time of Jacob's trouble. He's going to bless you. No, hey, to have this truth is a blessing. All they that see him shall count him happy. The days of the life of a man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. And we waiting for that to be counted the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. A wise man shall inherit glory among his people, and his name shall be perpetual. Hey, for having true faith, all right? Because faith is not given unto all men. To have true faith, true fire for this truth, to endure to the end, you're gonna be a greater status symbol than these lesser luminaries out here. All right, your story is gonna be known to the children of Israel. It's gonna be known to the whole world that you stood boldly for the name of Yahweh. So you want to inherit glory. All right, you can't inherit glory if you have stepping in His truth. And His name shall perpetual. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not unto it. All right? Because with this wisdom, you understand what's good for you and what's not good for you. You know, you understand the balance. Because it goes on and it talks about eating too much meat. In the next chapter, in verse 38, Sirach 38 and 4, you know, he that is wise would not hoard the medicines that Yahweh has given unto us. You know, that comes with this wisdom. You learn how to take care of yourself. You know, you learn how to give your body as a living sacrifice in its truth. And once again, hey, you've been in this truth long enough, man. Stop making excuses. Just push His word. So, Lord willing to edify, and want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Simeon Dominicans, by AHSHAWAR,